Hello! So today I was going to talk to you about some of my favourite hair products that I've been using over the last few weeks. Hair is something that I feel quite passionate about. I've always hated my hair. It's quite coarse, it's quite frizzy, it's quite curly but not in a cool way. It gets dry, I have to use my straighteners, I'm always colouring it because I've got horrendous greys. So it's one area that I really try and invest in, and I'm always trying different products. I'm always fiddling around with it and trying to come up with a new style or a new way of kind of growing out something that I had before that I don't like anymore. So I've always got about 6 million products within my repertoire, and it's something that I do try and talk about on the blog, but a lot of the time the products that I use become forgotten about. I don't really talk about them as much as I would like, so I thought that I would talk you through some of my current favourites and why I love them and why I think you could possibly love them too. So I'm going to start off with kind of styling products that you would use either when your hair is wet or as you're drying and styling it. And the first one that I'm really liking at the moment is from Dr. Organic. This is the Organic Moroccan Argan Oil Hair Treatment Serum, catchy name. And I use this kind of on damp hair, damp wet hair, because it's quite a light serum. It's actually quite kind of thick in texture, but once you apply it to your hair it's quite light and you can definitely build it up. And this just helps eliminate a bit of the frizz. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It smells really nice. Like for me with hair care, smell is a really big selling point. And I really like this product. And the great thing is I've probably been using this for about 2 or 3 months maybe, and I've literally got like down there because you need such a little amount. I use 2 pumps on my hair, and I massage it in, obviously avoiding the root area and focusing kind of on the ends, and it really sort of helps to create a style without too much weight in it, which is always a good thing. Moving on to a product from Aveda, which I've been using over the last couple of weeks. This is a Smooth Infusion product. Smooth Infusion Naturally Straight. It progressively loosens curls for a straight style. I actually went into an Aveda salon and I had this kind of tested on me with a stylist, and I was incredibly impressed with how much it actually sort of loosened my natural curl and my frizz and gave me a really straight, sleek look. And all you need is kind of a pea-sized amount. You don't need a huge amount at all. It's a cream texture. So you can rub it between your hands and then start applying it to kind of the hair from about here down. You don't really want to focus on this area, because if you put too much kind of straightening product on this area of your face, then all you're going to end up with is with really limp hair. But this is a great product because not only does it work straight away, it actually works over time too. So if you use this, I think it's for 3 washes, the result actually lasts for a couple more washes, so you don't have to use it every single time. If you use it continually, then the effect is going to roll on. And it's not like a miracle product, but it definitely helps to create a relaxed effect on the hair. It helps eliminate a lot of the frizz. It reduces the curl and the wave that I've got in my hair, so it makes it a lot easier to manage. And these tubes are huge. I mean, this is 150 ml and probably going to last forever because you need such a small amount. So this is definitely one to check out if you've got curly or frizzy hair. Next, I've got 2 products from Mythic Oil, which is a kind of sub-brand of L'Oreal Professional. You can pick these up in salons and you can also get them online. And these are 2 products that I've been using sort of in tandem with each other, and I really, really like them. So first of all, you've got the Colour Glow Oil, which is radiance oil for colour-treated hair. And what this is basically a serum, but really, really light and runny. If I do that, you can sort of see how runny that product actually is. A couple of pumps of this in hair, and it helps to create a really soft finish, a really soft and natural finish. It doesn't remove kind of all of the weight and give you really limp hair, that I really like how it makes my hair feel. I've been using that in kind of tandem with this one, which is the I don't even know what this is called. It's got a French name. Black Cumin Oil and Cream. I'm not even going to attempt to say what that is in French. But this is, again, a styling product that you can use on wet hair. You can use it in parallel with the other products, or you can just use it on your own. But what this actually does is it nourishes your hair, but also helps to relax it and give a really straight professional finish, but it also protects hair from heat, straighteners, hair dryers, that kind of stuff, up to 230 degrees. And the result lasts, again, for more than one wash. It lasts until kind of the next full time that you fully remove everything. If you, for example, only wash your hair every 3 days, it will protect your hair for that 3-day period. So you don't have to worry about adding in sprays and spritzes, which I always forget about, which is why I try and get products that actually have heat protection within them. So this is a really great one for that too. And those two products together, the oil and the cream, excuse me, the oil and the cream actually give me really lovely hair. Even on day 2, it keeps its kind of shine, it keeps its soft feel. There's no kind of humidity, it doesn't start to kink or anything. So these are great little products, again, for the summer, for when you're on holiday, and they smell amazing too, which is always a bonus. This is a great little product from Tresemme. I've mentioned the new range on the blog before, but this is part of their expert selection renewal hair and scalp, and it's actually a nourish and renew tonic for your scalp. So we spend so much time worrying about the ends of our hair and, you know, split ends and dry ends, and worrying about creating volume at the root and that kind of stuff. But actually we need to start looking after our scalp, because after all, that's where everything starts, that's where the whole process begins. And so many of us kind of neglect that area. And like I always say, kind of with skincare, you know, if you start looking after the base, then the rest of it will come. Your makeup always looks better if you've got a great skincare routine going on and you're looking after your skin, and the exact same principle applies to hair. So they've got a whole range of products, which includes a shampoo, conditioner, treatment. There's kind of treatment shots which you can apply directly to your scalp, but this is a great one that I like because it actually helps to cool the scalp. It gives you a really light and tingly menthol sensation, which is fab for the summer. You can apply this kind of on the go. You can sort of take it out of your bag. It's got a precise nozzle, so you can, you know, literally just sort of apply it to your scalp if you're feeling hot, humid, if you're kind of suffering from itchiness in the summer. But also this is great for when you're styling your hair, because it also gives you a bit of a root boost. So if you apply it in sections, kind of in lines, moving up your hair, it will actually give you a bit of volume, and it's really, really light, and it costs like £3 or something ridiculous. It's super, super cheap. So definitely check out this one if you are in sort of Boots and Superdrug this weekend, because it's a great bargain buy. Moving on to more kind of after wash styling products, if that's even a term. This one is from Dove. This is one of my favourite styling products at the moment that I use either on wet hair, or you can also use it after you've dried your hair. And it's a oxygen moisture root lift spray. I can't even speak. A root lift spray, which is part of their advanced hair series. And I like this again because it's super, super light. The entire range of the oxygen moisture is super light and fluffy and airy. It doesn't weigh hair down at all, and it's much better than most high street brands you get that are about the same price point. This has got, again, a precise nozzle. You can see that there, so you can literally get right into your roots and spray a few times, and it just gives you a root boost. It gives you a bit of a lift without that stickiness, without that kind of heavy product feeling. It's almost invisible in the hair. You can't really feel it at all, but it's just great at building a bit of volume and creating a bit more lift when you don't want to have really sort of flat, fine looking hair. You want a bit of volume in there. And again, this is a really great bargain buy. It's not that expensive, and definitely check out the rest of the range too. Sticking with Dove, this is possibly my favourite dry shampoo. I know there are loads and loads out there, like Batiste is fab, but it's quite chalky, it's quite heavy. Some of them sort of don't smell very nice, or they kind of leave a weird sensation in your hair. I love this one from Dove because it's firstly transparent. There's no kind of whiteness that you have to disguise in your hair. I can't tell you how many times I've walked out and had Batiste white marks all over my head, and someone kind of embarrassingly had to point that out to me. This is totally invisible, which is a bonus. But also it's really, really light. You don't get that chalky feeling. You don't get any product feeling in your hair. But it gives you a bit of a kind of a boost, a volume boost, when you don't want your hair on day 2 to look really fine and limp. I also use this a lot when I'm going out. So if I wash my hair and styled it in sort of in a wavy style or whatever, I'll add a touch of this dry shampoo just to give it a bit more bounce and a bit more volume. I think these are about a £5, but they're definitely worth checking out. It's 200ml, which I think is bigger than the Batiste can anyway. So it's good value, and definitely give this one a look at this weekend if you are in the market for any dry shampoo. Finally, I wanted to talk about possibly my favourite product of the last few months. It's from Vo5, believe it or not, a brand that I would never have touched with a barge pole before. It wouldn't have even come on my radar. And I first heard about this because it's actually in the Hollyoaks adverts that Vo5 sponsor, and I'd seen it a few times and thought, that actually looks quite cute. And I was given this a couple of weeks ago by the PR for Vo5, and I was like, oh, it's the Hollyoaks one, it's the Hollyoaks product, and decided to have a bit of a play, and I absolutely love it. It's kind of like a volume spray combined with a dry shampoo. It's a really hard formula to describe. It's got that texture that you can just spray into the hair, and it's a dry feeling. It's not a wet product, and what it does is just kind of give you a bit of root lift. So it's more than a dry shampoo, because dry shampoos can give you a bit of a boost. But this is fab. It's called a dry backcombing spray. It doesn't give you the exact same results as doing backcombing, but it's fab for creating that messy look and creating a lot of volume. I actually put some in this morning, and it's great because you can kind of zhuzh your hair around and sort of bring it back to life as well. So it's great if you're out and about during the day. It's a great product to take out with you in the evening as well if you've got a handbag that fits this size. Maybe that's a product they can develop, a mini one for handbags. But I really, really love it. Again, it's really cheap. I think it's like £4 or something like that. I'll put links to the products below. But it's definitely worth a look if you are into big hair. You can't really use too much of this product. It doesn't leave your hair feeling heavy or kind of horrid the day after as well. It's just a fab little product to give you really great voluminous beach hair this summer, which everyone wants really. Why not? So those have been my top picks of hair products over the last couple of months. I hope you enjoyed them, and if you pick them up, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely subscribe if you can. Leave me a comment, tweet me, let me know how you get on with any of the products if you pick them up, and I will see you again really soon.